All right, guys, welcome back to After the Island. I'm Elizabeth.
I'm Alex.
And we have our special guest here today, James.
Woo!
What's up? How's it going?
Welcome.
We're so excited to have you.
Thanks for having me.
Where you're sitting outside of right now?
Walmart. I'm ready to get my life back to normal. I love shopping, and I'm ready to just go in here. I think they missed me. I'm kidding. I'm always at Walmart the whole time. This is the first thing I did. I had to get a haircut and then go to Walmart.
You did get a haircut. Yes. Looks nice.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, quarantine, everything there, it was ridiculous. It was hot. And my hair it looked like an afro. I probably looked awful on the screen. I haven't even watched it.
No, I don't look bad at all.
No, you did it.
It was fine.
Oh, okay, cool. It was a great time, but back to being in the parking lot of Walmart. That's where I'm at, talking to you guys. So, but thanks for having me. I'm excited, and it's good to meet you guys. You guys are great.
Yes. So, we also everyone that was watching, we know we'd all discussed the episode that happened with James and Moira, and we want him to come on, clear the air, let him talk about what he wants to talk about, because we want to hear his side too.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah. Everybody has, like I said, I haven't watched it, but living through it, it was kind of, me and Moira had a great, connection right off the bat. And as you saw, it kind of, flipped 180, and, she went on that date, and what you guys saw was 2 minutes worth of the date. She was gone, for 5 hours. And that's why I was so anxious that as soon as I saw her, I kind of wanted to just, get it all out of her. But it kind of looked unfair in my mind. Caitlin just left. She was really close with Caitlin. I was too. So it was a rough night for all of us emotionally. And looking back on it, thinking about it, I haven't seen it, but thinking about it, I should have, left her be, because that's really how she is anyway. She doesn't really like pressure. Doesn't really like the spotlight on her. That was one of the things we were going to work on anyway, moving forward in our group settings. Our one-on-one time was amazing, but a lot of pressure. It was a lot of pressure on her that night. Caitlin, the date, and me. So 3 things she had to deal with, thinking about it now. And like I said, her expressing her feelings kind of just went nil. And I kind of just was hot. I was actually sunburned that day. It was a rough day. And then it kind of just went along with just a bunch of other things. And it's living in that life. You guys know how it was. And I cleared the air with her after the next day, after what happened. I blew up. I said there was something wrong with her, but that was just me being just stupid. You know what I mean? There was a couple things I shouldn't have said, and I apologized to her for that. And the guys, and I really liked her so much, and that's what happens when I like someone so a lot. What, are you gonna butt in?
Yeah. I just have a quick thing. So I know you said you haven't watched yet. They don't show you apologizing at all, so the public has no idea that you apologized even
3 times. Yeah, my family said the same thing.
I like to know that.
I apologized that night in bed. I was like, "Hey, let's just wake up tomorrow and be good to go." Is that cool? She's like, "Yes." I hugged her good night. I rolled over and it was good. And then the next morning, it was on our way into the kitchen, and I stopped her. I'm like, "Hey, it was a lot of pressure last night. It wasn't fair for me to, overreact like that. And, we misunderstand each other sometimes. We're still working on that." She's like, "That's perfect." It's all she literally said, "That is perfect. That's exactly what I needed you to say to me last night." I was like, "Great. Let's have a good time. I'll give you your space today, and then we'll hang out later today." She's like, "Awesome." We hugged. We actually kissed. And I was like, "Hell yeah, I'm feeling so much better." I hung out with the boys, and then she hung out with the girls all day. And then the new dudes, Calvin and then Caleb, were just walking around, not really getting to know us, because it was their first day. I was talking to him about me and Moira's connection, and he was like grabbing girls like Rachel and Justine. They were doing their thing that day. And it was literally all day. And it was right before dinner. I was like, "Well, I haven't talked to Moira since this morning, and I apologized to her. So let me just, go back to normal. Let's just hang out and do our wow moments that we always did. Let's go back and say, hey, let's just start hanging out." And I was like, "Hey," I pulled her aside, and that's what you guys saw us on the orange. I saw the clip of it actually on the orange couch when I dapped up myself.
Oh my God. God.
We did.
Yeah. So, but that's why I was laughing. That's why I was in a good, funny, just laughing mood. When she said, "Why are you laughing at me right now?" I'm like, because we squashed it this morning when she sat down. I was like, "Hey, what's up?" I literally did not want to bring up last night or even the apology, because nothing. On our way to the orange couch, we were talking about I was trying to bring up just some random things. I was like, so what do you think your sister's doing right now? Or like, what are you going to do? We would talk about life outside of the show a lot. So I brought it up a lot in our conversations. On our way to the couch, that's what we were talking about. She was kind of not looking at me. Her mood was changing. That's why when I get nervous, I smile and I'm just like, fuck, here we go. And she sat down and that's what you guys saw. She's like, hey, I don't really know how to act. And I reacted on that couch like, what are you talking about? So it made it seem like I was so confused basically because she couldn't express her feelings. She got over it and then didn't get over it, got over it. Yeah. I think thinking about it now, I think it was her way out. I think she was, all I wanted her to do was like, hey, if you're feeling the dude, cool. We can be friends. I'll give you fucking a hug and you can go on your way and that's cool. That's really all I wanted. And she couldn't tell me that because I bet she did feel bad because yeah, she probably did care for me and she was feeling both of us and she couldn't say it, but I wanted her to say it. So that's what you guys saw is me, I think, pressuring her to say it, but she didn't still to this day. Right. And then that's when Mackenzie blew up on me because after that, I was like, I went up to Connor. Mackenzie goes, yo, what am I doing? Is she okay? Like, what's wrong with like, what's happening? Like, I have no clue. I just really wanted to talk it out. And then that's when Mackenzie's really good friends with her. And she was like, you can't talk to girls like that because this and that. I was like, I didn't say a name to her. I didn't call her any names. I was just so confused. So yeah, I mean, that's really how it went down. And then I apologized again. You guys didn't see. You guys see the kitchen when I was like, hey, let's just be friends. And she kind of walked away.
Black sweatshirt.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That part we saw.
Did see that.
Yeah. Cause that night, that was that night I slept alone. They grabbed that bed for me. I slept alone that night.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is so awkward. I was like looking at her. I was like, why does she hate me? I'm like, I'm just, if she wants to be friends, that's cool. And then in my mind, all right, tomorrow morning, let's just do it one more time. Mm-hmm. Wake up. And I saw her again in the morning. And I said, hey, listen, like, I don't know what happened. I don't want to walk around eggshells around you. Like, we can be friends. It's okay. And right. Her just the way she is, she's a great girl. But that's, in the beginning of our relationship, I tried to get that out of her, that energy that I have. And she did show me it one-on-one. But I guess when there's pressure and there's a spotlight and there's a group setting, she kind of fell off of it. But I have nothing bad to say about her at all. Like, it's just misunderstanding. But
yeah,
I mean, I loved it. I saw it. I felt it, and she felt it too. That's why I was so surprised. I haven't seen it. So, what do you think happened for her to switch it on me?
So, a viewer's perspective, besides not them showing any of the apologies, I know like everyone's under like so much anxiety there. And I think it really shows your anxiety getting the best of you. Mm-hmm. And we see kind of the guys even trying to calm you down before she comes back to the date and giving you advice. Yeah. And then you 180 and you do everything they tell you not to do.
I know. Trey was like, if you could write a book on everything not to do.
Yeah. Have you seen
And he's right.
Saying that?
He's right.
Yeah. And I mean, like, we've all had that moment one way or another. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, you've really liked someone before and you want to go above and beyond. And then it kind of, you can shoot yourself in the foot doing too much.
I'm feeling that, to be honest.
Yeah, you shoot yourself in the foot.
100%. And that's my problem. I warned her how I really was, when I first met her that night. I was like, listen, I can be a little too much, my flaws. I do jump to conclusions. I just want you to be patient with me and accept that, hopefully, and we can work on it. And she was like, oh, great. I think she forgot about it because that was what my flaw was happening. I was jumping into conclusions of like, she's feeling this dude. What am I going to do? All I wanted her to do is just have, put her hand on my shoulder and say, it's okay. But she kind of really didn't do that.
And I think that maybe speaks more to like the testament to the relationship and maybe like you needing to feel secure in a relationship and that's a part of it sometimes. And I think maybe that's maybe why it wouldn't have worked out in the real world. Because I mean, I have some friends too where they have to feel very secure or they cannot be like happy in their relationship. And not everyone's like that, but like some people have that and that's very much a thing where they need the reassurance and that's what makes them like feel good and feel happy. Yeah. And
another thing, and it reminded me of, because we did talk a lot about real world, and I think the show didn't pick that up because, who wants to talk about the real world?
Yeah.
Love Island. Talk about what's happening in the villa.
Exactly.
And we were talking, and that's what probably shifted too, because my family were like, yo, were you trying to like have sex with her? And I was like, no, listen, we were physically attracted to each other. And I think that she wanted to move in this pace where like, I want to feel comfortable. And I was all for it. It made it seem like we talked about hooking up outside of there. And then I think they showed me saying, well, we would have been had sex if it was out in the world, because we kind of had a context before that conversation. Like I was just going along what she was feeding me, because I am a sexual, physical guy. You know, and there was times when we were one-on-one where we did get kind of close, and I didn't want to make her feel uncomfortable at all. And when she was, I felt bad. It just kind of made it seem like I was doing that part of it. And I just like, I hate that that side of what they showed, because we were talking about, we were just joking around about dating experiences in the past. Like, oh, how's your dating? She's been single for 2 years. I've been single for 2 years. Yeah. I mean, people have fun. People go out, do this, do that. And that's all it really was. It was like a joking thing. Like, oh, we would have hung out and we would have just, whatever. And she's, that's what we were really talking about. And the sex thing was a big issue in that, I guess, in the villa, because people were just getting close, and I'm very much, like I said, very affectionate, and people, I guess the girl saw it and was like, hey, don't go too fast. And that's another thing. And relationships are in front of you. So you get all this advice from so many people in your own relationship. You guys know how that is, right? Like you guys dealt with the whole season. Like I left first week or whatever, but I couldn't imagine being there Johnny was he was like my therapist. He was like, listen, do this, do that, do this. I'm like, whoa, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what to do.
You're like, I'm going to take all of that and just not do any of it.
It's hard. It's tough. Everyone's.
No, I do. I get it.
It comes from different, but I love, I'm trying to find someone who accepts me, and I'm trying to find someone who accepts them. Me and Moira were opposites. Opposites do attract, but I feel like you have to work on the details of people to really, be compatible. And Johnny did say that one day. He said, well, what makes you compatible with Moira? And at that point, that's when we were, doing pretty well, and I couldn't find an answer. I was like, wow, I guess he's right. So if you can be attracted to someone, but if you don't find a reason behind you can be with them in the long run, then yeah. And you said it worked out for the best. We weren't, and that's why I'm home right now.
Right.
I think it will all work out. I think stuff always comes full circle.
For sure. Yeah.
But going back, because I know that this was one of the things that we talked about, because I know you do mention the word pressure. You're like, I feel like I felt bad. That was one of our bullet points that we did talk about, because it was, and we always say on our show, you have to remember that I know we're watching it from a viewer's perspective, so we're going off of what we see, but we're telling everyone who has never experienced being on Love Island that you have so many more conversations and so many things are chopped up that kind of make it seem like it's not something it's not, and people are like, where is this coming from? Because they don't get to see,
they don't get the full
24-hour.
And it's so hard to explain anyway. You can try to explain it for hours on hours.
And no one will.
It's not.
I think that was the first thing that alarmed us, because we were rooting for you and Moira. You were our favorite.
Yeah.
And
thank you.
Yeah. And I think it started when that conversation that you mentioned about sex came up, because it seemed to us that, and the viewer, I think, that you were talking about the villa and we should be doing it, or
no, 100% not. And like you said, the context of, I want to get that out there. I did not want to have sex with Moira. I was just literally talking about how if it went down. I wanted to literally be on her page the whole time, and like I said, it was tough, but I just wanted to clear that I'm not that. I like to have fun, but I'm not the hookup guy. I was there for a reason. I was there for a connection. Like you said, you thought you were rooting for us, and I was rooting for us too. I literally I painted my nail pink. Did you know that? For her. And I was going to do that I literally looked at her. I was being serious. I was like, listen, if a girl comes in, like the new girl came in last night, I wouldn't have looked her way. I would have been like, hey, what's up? Kirsten was hitting on me a little bit, and I didn't even look her way.
Yeah, we saw that. We did see that.
And I went up to Moira right after that. I was like, listen, I'm all for you. Like, Kirsten is pretty. And I could have been like, yo, Carrington, that's me and you. Like, you best man win. But I wasn't doing that. I wanted to, and then that's why I was so just like, fuck. I couldn't help it. I'm a really sweet, nice guy, and I pride myself on that. And, we all make mistakes. I have my flaws, and I admit to them.
I'm not going to lie. I literally thought you were a psychopath from seeing that shit.
A lot of people did. I
am sorry.
We said
thank you. I appreciate it because I know I just want.
We said crazy boyfriend vibes, and we
just don't watch our show. because
viewed what we saw
exactly,
and what we
of
saw
course. Like when I go back and see it, I'm gonna be like, who is this dude? Like I fuck myself too. Like no, I'm like I said, I do want to apologize to everybody who did see that side of me. Like I said, I was in the wrong in a way, and I guess the edit it makes it even worse. And like I said, Moira was doing her thing. Like I said, I have nothing bad to say about her. She handled it the way she handled it, and she felt the dude. And the dude, kudos to him. He's playing. He got her for saying what he was saying because she was gone for a while. But yeah. So
I mean, when we went out on dates, we were in the middle of nowhere in Fiji. We were gone for like half a day, and we were like, "Are they dead?"
Half a day.
Oh yeah, it's like, are they dead?
We have to drive like 3 hours to the location, even.
Yeah. Oh really?
Like,
yeah. You guys had some pretty cool dates. Yeah, you guys had a crazy, nice experience. Yeah, damn. It's bittersweet. I mean, I wish I was still in there, but I'm glad to be back.
Yeah.
So we have a couple questions.
Yeah, we have questions. People submitted stuff.
Yeah, definitely. Let's do these questions, and then I can go shopping.
Okay. Katrina from our season, she goes, "Who hurt you?"
I mean, I was in a controlling relationship before this, so maybe she did. I mean, I have my insecurities. I haven't had like a heartbreak. I just get, like I said, when I really like you, I get nervous on losing you. So that's what.
You're always all in.
Yeah.
Well, and Mallory from our season said, "Are you related to Weston? Because everyone thinks you look like Weston and Eric."
Yeah, lifelong cousins now. Right? Yeah, we do look.
You seriously, like everyone was like, you are a morphed version of Weston, Dylan, and Eric all together.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got the tattoos from Eric, and then the hair from Dylan, and then I guess the color.
Yes. So that was another question: is what is the story behind the alien tattoo?
I know. Okay, so me and my tattoo guy, it was gonna be a guy floating in space, like a spaceman, like an astronaut. It would have been more normal. But like I said, I'm pretty goofy, I'm pretty out there. So I wanted it to be kind of hilarious. It is kind of scary. Some people like it and they don't. It's kind of more random. It's part of my space theme sleeve. We got the northern lights down here and then into the space. So he's looking down to the space and there's I really wanted to go see the northern lights in my life. And here's a wolf howling. Yeah, so like this is Earth and this is space.
Okay, next question. If Moira, am I saying her name?
Yeah,
right,
are we saying it?
I had a problem saying it too. So I asked her. She doesn't care either way. It's Moira or Mora.
Okay, we said Mora at first, and then we heard her.
That's more natural. It's I called her Mora on the show, and then I got used to it.
Yeah,
after the show. Moira, I can say Moira now. Ironically.
Wait, is he saying it wrong? So if Moira wants to go back to you, will you go back to her like outside the villa? These are submitted questions.
That's a good question. Our connection was pretty real. We did have our best times like off camera, so to speak, like knowing that okay, we're alone. I would not be open to it. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, she'll be a friend of mine, but I think she hates me. I don't know why though.
Well, I have a question about actually something that we did see because it confused me, and I don't know if any other viewers were confused, but the conversation that you guys had in like that tent, like the white tent.
A white tent.
There's like a white tent and
like
the living room. I don't know. There's like couches.
I think so. What was the conversation?
It was before the recoupling. It was she was.
Oh the green. Yeah. I was wearing the green. It was right before the recoupling. Yeah, that one.
Yeah. You guys were talking and like honestly, I could not gauge what you guys were talking about because on one end it sounded like you guys were talking about a relationship, and the other you were talking about a friendship. When she was talking about how like she could be open to trying, like something like that.
I was literally so confused. Like I said, she did confuse me the whole time. So hours before that, she put me aside and said, "Hey, she did the closure thing that I was asking for. I was like, okay. So I walked by. She's like, hey, James, can I grab you for a second? I'm like, yeah. Acting like I didn't even know it was happening, but I knew it was. And I sat down. I'm like, how's it going? And then we squashed it. That was hours before the recoupling. And then I was like, all right, we're going to be friends. Cool. I was going into the recoupling really, confident, really, okay, this is my time. I hope all the best for everybody. And then all of a sudden the producer comes in and says, hey, James, Moira's out there waiting on you again. I'm like, all right, what does she want? And then I'm like, I thought I was just going to see her on the recoupling. And then she's like, hey, let's go to our spot where we first met. That was where we first met. It was in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Sat down. And then I feel like she was putting on an act in a way. Cause I was like, what'd you just say to me? She was like, yeah, maybe we can respark it or whatever. Like, maybe I can still see myself with you. I was like, hours ago, you said that we were just going to be friends. That's why, like I said, the show is like, I don't want to speak anything bad about it at all. Like, it was a great experience, but the whole like being real and being not real, there was times where we would, how it is. You sit down and then you're on the spotlight.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna say? And you're gonna be real? You're
gonna going home?
Huh?
Did you not know that you were like gonna go home?
When she said that, I was like, hold on, what? I was like, earlier you said we were gonna be friends, and now you're saying that. I was like, so that's when I got like a little more nervous, like up there. I was like, yeah, I was like, she's not gonna pick me. I was like, is she? I was like, it was weird. And then
when that crutch thing.
But did you hear what she said? She was like, the second I saw you, I was like, the second she saw him, I was like, what the hell? So I think she was going in attracted to Calvin, and then after him saying that, she was like, oh, okay, perfect. So I think that's what happened.
Interesting.
So were you shocked
that she picked him?
Yeah.
I mean, I was shocked the day after the date when I knew she was going to pick him. I was like, but there I kind of accepted it.
Yeah.
And recoupling.
Yeah.
Just because like us watching, like we knew.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I mean, I remember. Were you guys shocked? What were you guys thinking?
We knew you were a goner. We did.
Exactly. But like, were you guys shocked? You said we were so strong and we were. What happened?
It was that one.
It was the one initial conversation about moving too fast is what it was.
That's so terrible. And then just led up to that. And then the new dude comes in and then boom. Okay, so I get it. Okay.
This is random, but what kind of phone did you have? Did you guys have iPhones?
In there, it was a Google Pixel. It was a nice ass camera. It was a nice ass camera. Yeah,
I should have known they wouldn't.
We just have one. We have two more questions. Okay, one: are you the jealous type? Is someone submitted? And I also was wondering this because in your initial interview, you said you were like, I'm super clingy, whatever. Like, are you the jealous type?
I mean, kind of, not really, but like I said, I really like. Say if I like one of you guys. Say if I really liked you guys, right? And then you were like, hey, I'm gonna go hang out with a guy. I mean, yeah, it stings a little bit. I want you to like me, and I want to like you. I get
jealous sometimes,
right?
Yeah. I can very much be a jealous type.
I would never be like in an open relationship. Like I'm all in. That was a lot of people that said, I do wear my heart on my sleeve a little too much, and I don't know if I want to I'm not going to change, but I just have to learn a lot about I guess not being too much so quick.
I think that comes full circle to being knowing yourself enough to feeling secure in a relationship, which ultimately leads you to happiness and not having to feel like the
100%. Yeah. And I've had a lot of dating experiences. I haven't had a lot of relationship experience. You know what I mean? So I have met all these personalities and I'm just like, well, how do I, get that one? So that's I'm still learning about that one. You know what I mean? So
right. It's all a learning experience too.
Yeah.
If you watch it back, don't watch our show, first of all.
No, you guys are sweet. I like I said, I won't hold anything against you. But
our big thing is too, and we talk about every episode after we say we are talking what we see, what we're viewing as a viewer from a TV show. Like we don't actually dislike these people. We don't know these people. We've never met these people. Right. And we say that after each episode too. We're like, we don't know them. We don't know.
We're going to be friends with them after this.
Yeah, we're
right? Yeah.
We think she's being dramatic.
Yeah, you guys are cool. Yeah, hopefully I can meet you guys one day. You guys seem awesome. So
yeah, we're going to crash the reunion for sure.
Yeah,
do it. I'll give you guys some 2 big hugs.
James, do you have any last things you would like to tell the viewers? Any last regrets you would go back and change? You're just kind of anything you do differently?
I just want to say thank you for watching, and you guys, had all the support in the world. All the there's misunderstanding. I just want to clear the air a little bit. Hopefully, people can respect that, and they can have their own opinion, but it's fun. I was being myself. I don't think I would go back to change anything. Maybe I'm just going to learn more. It's a growth experience. So of course, you lesson learn. This whole sayings in the world. You live and you learn, and I think that's what you should do every day. Everybody in any aspect in the world. What you do in life. And this was a big experience, and so it's going to be a big growth experience, and I'm excited for that. And I just hope everybody respects that and supports me still. And thank you for having me. It was fun talking to you guys and meeting you guys.
Yes.
And you guys are great.
James and I are friends. It's fine.
We're friends.
Fine.
Well, two new friends. I'm excited. Yeah, you guys are great.
Definitely.
I can't wait to see you guys in the reunion and stuff. So
yes, it'll be very exciting to meet everyone. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for coming on. We really enjoyed this talk. We really
I know a lot of people are going to be excited.
Yeah, people.
Yeah, I love everybody, and thank you again. It was a great time. So I'm about to go get some food. I'm excited. Some Walmart misses me. Yes.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, James got to roll out to Walmart.
I love to cook.
Sorry.
What'd you say?
I'm trying to close the video.
Okay, thank you guys so much for watching.
Please like this video. Throw it a like real quick down below. We're also going to link James's social
Instagram,
for you guys. His
everything.
Instagram right down below. Share this with your friends.
James.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
The last thing, I forgot this. I brought this super quick, and then we're out. Someone said, "What's with all the high fives?"
I'm trying to set it up. All the high fives. There's something wrong with me. There is something. There's something about when I first. Yeah, I don't know what it is. There's something about hands dapping up. These hands are. I don't know. They just do things.
Hilarious.
You're hilarious.
All right.
So get ready for my high five.
Have a good day.
I'll see you. All right.